nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
This is Metal Gear Solid for the Sony PlayStation. This is actually the sequel to 2 games for the MSX, Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. I'm not going to be covering either of those games because neither of them are really all that good. In fact, the only information that you really need that isn't covered by this game is pretty much the names of the bosses from Metal Gear 1, which include Shoot Gunner, Bloody Brad, Machine Gun Kid, Fire Trooper, and Coward Duck. I don't know why none of those enemies are actually brought up in this game. I just don't understand why Solid Snake doesn't at any point reference his old adversary Shoot Gunner. But hey, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna be playing on normal mode, because I'm too much of a wimp to play on hard and I kinda want the radar. Also, if you're hearing my voice right now and you don't want to hear my dumb voice over cutscenes, there is actually a version for you. It's the cut version. You can go listen to that if you don't want to hear my dumb voice, as I said. And with that out of the way, that guard's just going to casually walk away just in time for Snake to get up and, splash about a little. He's going to make some noise, but it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, these are next-generation Special Forces units, but, they can't hear water from a distance. That's just too difficult, especially with the sirens going off. Snake could just, splash about in that water like a 2-year-old or something, and no one would hear him anyway.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface.
Wait, I just got an excellent idea. I'll climb. It would be much faster, trust me.
140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep.
Until we annoy you into talking to
Press the
us.
select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it.
Also, obligatory joke pointing out that while they can't hear all the other guys talking, the guards should be able to hear Snake talking to himself like a lunatic. So anyway, yes, we're starting off. We're actually going to go down there real quick because there's actually an item down there. See that spinning box? Those are rations. You can tell those apart from other items because they have a little round box and they're very distinct. We can actually only hold 2 of them starting off, and yeah, if you see right there, we don't have all that much life to start out with. Our health bar is very low, so don't whatever you do get caught, or you're probably going to be killed very quickly. Some other buttons you might want to know about. If you press triangle, well, hold triangle really, you'll enter first person view. Press circle, though that is referred to as the action button most of the time. It allows you to interact with things, but normally it will just allow you to do melee attacks or tap against the wall. Square will allow you to use any weapons you have equipped, and X allows you to crawl, which is probably one of the most important things in this game, because, well, you can crawl to get over things that make loud noise, such as that thing back there, you know, grating like that. You can also press the L2 and R2 buttons. The first will bring up the item inventory, and the second will bring up your weapons. We only have items at the moment, though, you know, like rations and all that. And if you want to use those, certain items such as weapons can be used on the inventory screen if you press the circle button over them. You can also equip and unequip the items and weapons by pressing L1 and R1 respectively.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
So yes, the elevator's not here because someone just took it, so now we basically just have to wait around here. We do get another ration, so at least there's that, but yep, now we just sort of have to hang out. This is basically the best spot. I mean, yes, a couple guys will come by, so you do have to, you know, actively hide. You can't stay in this one spot and expect to be safe forever, but hey, you don't really have to move around the map too much, and you can just stick close by to the elevator. It does take a little while to come by, though, which is unfortunate. You just have to do the snake spin for a while just to keep yourself entertained. I wouldn't suggest taking a smoke break while you wait for the elevator, because smoking will kill you. And I mean that quite literally. It will actually drain your health. It won't kill you, but it will bring you as close to death as it possibly can. Slowly, yes, but do you really want to be taking off your own health? I think not. Stupid slow elevator. This game does take place in 2005. You'd think they would have sped up elevators by now, but no! They have to inconvenience me personally. Oh, at least it's coming back down. Took you long enough, God. I can't believe this. Yes, children are starving in Africa, but I've got a secret mission to do, and my God, this elevator is taking forever. Just to spite me, I'm sure. Stupid elevator. Anyway, yeah, now there's another guard here, but that doesn't matter because we're about to leave. Just as soon as he leaves. There you go. Just keep walking, and bye! Guess who's in the elevator now? Oh, what's that? You can't get me? Eat it, nerds! I hope you like being fired. He just sort of looks confused. Huh? Elevator? How does this work? I'm shedding my swimming suit like a, hedgehogs shed their skin, right? I think that's the thing they do. Thank goodness the enemy won't catch us on this snaking mission. They'll never know this elevator's going up with me in it. They'll know the elevator's moving, but they'll assume it's one of the guards, right? Well, actually, it wouldn't really take that long to check and notice that it's not one of the guards, but I mean, we'll do fine, I'm sure. See? Nobody up here. We're A-okay, we're good to go, we're fine. Stealth mission, doing just fine and alright and pretty good.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
What do I do now? I wasn't trained for this.
You down one bit.
Thanks to the VR training I did on board the Discovery.
Yes, all that useful VR training.
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
I'm fairly certain that even if I were shirtless here, I probably wouldn't catch hypothermia. I'd just punch it in the face, and it would leave me alone immediately.
Exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh?
So I won't grow a third arm. I might be disappointed by that.
And are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea.
You know, it's not that hard to take a Russian helicopter over to somewhere else. I mean, it's kind of a thing that flies. It gets around fairly easily. It's not really that surprising, guys. Come on.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system.
So now you don't have to carry a dumb radio around anymore. Seriously, go look at Metal Gear 1's radio. It's just gigantic, and I have no idea how Snake managed to lug that thing around.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
Is he just assuming things? Because he can't actually see the picture, right? I mean, this is all just a voice in his ear, right? Right?
I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
You better believe that he actually does that to everyone.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
There's dots on it.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue...
Everyone around Snake is an enemy. Everyone.
Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy.
Yeah, it sure is a nice day to just be wandering around. Sure, nobody's hiding behind that crate. I mean, the elevator came up, but whatever. I'm not paid enough to do anything.
Transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology.
The currently existing technology of 2005 fucking sucked.
So be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact...
So yes, basically, if you get caught, you can't use the radar, and in certain sections, you can't use the radar for reasons.
Back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
I believe it's registered in the codec automatically. If you press down one on the codec screen, you can actually see a list of names of people you can call, and I believe everyone you're talking to now gets automatically recorded in there, so that's very helpful, because you don't want to manually input the frequency every time. That would just be annoying.
By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
You don't want to hear the rest of that story, though.
To help you.
You never know.
Oh, you thought the tutorial was over? But not just yet. We're not playing the game just yet. Why would we do that?
Get in. There's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
Really? We can't just walk through the front door in a stealth mission? Huh, that's surprising.
Entry on the left and one on the right.
Ugh, I can't believe they're posting guards.
Pineapples.
I like to think he means that literally. They're just walking around with fruit, because why not?
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I give up. It's too hard to find.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA.
Course of action!
On you, Snake.
Alright, so now we get to play the game. Basically, there are just a couple of ways of getting in. You can take the vent on the bottom, though I never actually do that. You can get caught right here because there's an item over there, but these searchlights are gigantic and hard to avoid. I'm assuming you can probably get over there, but I sure of hell haven't done that before. There's a vent on the bottom, but I don't think I've actually gone down there before. We're going to be taking the vent on the top. There's also some stuff in this truck, I believe. Yes, that's a SOCOM. It's your basic gun. It just fires some bullets, but it's very useful, so make sure to equip that if you want to shoot some guys. It's just all around very good, because it holds a decent amount of ammo. It just fires normally. And, yeah, there's not much to say about that. It's a SOCOM pistol. What is there to say? Oh, this guy's going to be a bit tricky, so why don't we lead him around eventually? Dude.
Valence camera?
What? Basic security measures? I wasn't trained for this. Even though he, there was an entire VR segment designed for cameras, but whatever. Let's be surprised by it anyway. Okay, so there we go. So, this is a very, very helpful little thing to do. He will follow your footprints because he is dumb. So yeah, you can easily lead him around with this, though. He's trying to be tricky, he's trying to fake me out, but you're not tricky enough for me. See, I outsmarted this guy really easily. Bye, dude! So yeah, he's just gonna do that. It's very easy to lead him around. If you don't do that, then it is kind of hard to avoid him, but whatever. So anyway, we're just gonna go up the stairs here, so, that guy is up on the ledge. I don't know how we're gonna avoid him. We'll just... Oh no, the guy's coming back! Oh no! He's seen us! Is this already the end of Solid Snake? Alright. Sure, right. So because I was on a different level, he didn't actually see me. I was slightly elevated by the stairs, and I guess these guys have blinders on or something? I don't know. I can't really explain how one man could be that stupid, but hey, we were sandwiched in between some guys, but we made it out okay. Somehow, by any normal circumstances, we'd have been caught already and probably shot to death, but hey!
Some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere.
I'm standing in front of one, Colonel.
There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity...
Yes. Basically, they're just trying to justify why there's an open ventilation system right now.
You're not going to believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid.
It says, ha ha ha, fuck you.
He'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
But what if the helicopter follows me inside the building?
That base must have...
Oh yeah, and I accidentally tried to codec again, but nonetheless, we're just going to enter this vent. So hopefully we'll be safe from the helicopter, provided it can't enter doors, you never know. So yeah, now we just have a little sequence where we have to crawl through the vents. It's dark in here, but the path is fairly linear, and oh, for crying out loud, who's calling me now?
Snake, this is McDonald Miller.
Hey, what do you know? It's Master Miller. Miller here was introduced in Metal Gear 2, so if for some reason you played that game, Nostalgia, I guess?
Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's
Oh
no one
boy,
I'd
you
rather
must have
a
some
foxhole than
great
you.
advice for me, right?
Well,
What are you gonna tell me about?
It's about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived
A harsh
in Alaska
building
longer
environment.
than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna
Uh,
out here.
Flora or fauna?
41.8.
Miller, I'm in a building. I'm not going to... No, whatever. Maybe his advice will come in useful at some point. I might need to know about plants or animals. That might be a thing. Anyway, yeah, there's the memory right there, and all three of them have been input into the codec memory, so that's very helpful. We can see out this vent, though it's not that helpful. We can get a decent view of the layout, but again, it's not really a complicated layout. Not that many guards here, so we'll be fine there. Didn't really need to scope the area out that much. Oh look, it's just a conveniently placed grate. I wonder if that's going to be used for a cutscene. Oh yes, it is.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
Why are we having this conversation out here?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Did you hear someone repeat what we just said? Ah, must be Jerry again. Dude's always doing that shit.
Woman in the cell?
Okay, so now we know where our target is. Apparently, he's being held in the basement, so yeah, thanks guards, now we know exactly where we need to go. It's not a big building, so it wouldn't have taken that long to find him on our own, but still, thanks for being dumb, guys. Just discuss that casually. No one could possibly in the base. No one could possibly be in the base. They're not going to send anyone or anything. So yeah, once we're done crawling through this damnable ventilation shaft, we'll just be able to go right to the DARPA chief. It's going to be A-okay. Also, there are rations over there, but you probably don't need them. I mean, we already have two, and they're easy to get, so keep that in mind if you need it. What is it, Colonel?
Press the action button to drop down.
Thanks, Colonel.